and that cold air is going to spill into the northeast as we begin to round out the work week. A disturbance moving from the Midwest to the northeast could work in tandem with this polar vortex to bring the first snow of the season to parts of the I-95 corridor. Okay, I have been waiting for this one. I do want a little bit of that good snow here, Craig.
We need it.
Yeah, we definitely do need it. We haven't seen
Boston.
Right?
Philly.
A lot of folks need some of this snow. We've been kind of in a snow drought on the I-95 corridor, farther up to the northeast, getting a little bit luckier when it comes to that snowfall. But let's take a closer look at what's going on because we have this polar vortex setup. And a reminder of what that is, it's all of that much cooler air way up to the north. So we have this nice little dip in the jet stream, which is allowing all of that cooler air to fall farther south. So we do have a little bit of that weakening of the polar jet stream, or polar vortex, which basically means that when we have a little bit of that weaker polar vortex, it allows for that cooler air to end up falling farther south. And well, it gets a lot colder. We feel those Arctic conditions, especially into the northern parts of the country, the northeast getting in on all the action as well. And when you add in a little bit of energy with the colder air, then that's when we could end up getting some pretty good snowmakers, these clippers that we're going to end up seeing. So moving into this weekend, we have this nice swath of potentially measurable snow that's going to be on top of the extreme cold with that nice little polar vortex and that dip in the jet. So when we talk about how much snow we could end up seeing, I mean, widespread, a lighter amount, but this does include the I-95 corridor as well, a little bit farther or a little bit closer to those the lakes. We'll probably get more of the lake effect snow, so probably heavier snow into parts of, if you're near Lake Erie, a little bit farther into upstate New York as well, maybe getting a better chance of some heavier snowfall in the coming days, especially into your Saturday and Sunday. So we do have that mid-level spin that's going to start to move on through. That's going to be moving into the northeast, bringing in that energy, bringing in that snow potential. Now, there are a few factors that we need to keep in mind. Number one, the orientation of the jet stream. Number two, how much moisture is actually going to be available into the atmosphere. And of course, the low formation near the coast. This kind of is a deciding factor in how much snow we see and whether or not you actually end up seeing any of that snow. So the first snow is going to be possible for the I-95 corridor. It's going to be interesting to see if we end up getting it. And if we do end up getting it, how much snow will we end up getting? So we're going to keep a very close eye on this, Craig, as we continue to move throughout the next few days and tighten up that forecast. But I'm here to say I want this snow. I want the snow in New York City just a little bit, just a tiny bit.